Good morning and welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. You're watching Park City Television, and once again we're joined by Jen Billow with Running with Ed and the Park City Education Fund, and she's brought with her some guests from Skullcandy. Welcome back, Hobie Darling, the CEO. Nice to have you here.
Appreciate it. It's great to be here.
Wonderful. And then we also have Lydia Rupp. She's the Community Relations Manager and holds many other titles as well with Skullcandy. Welcome.
Thank
you. Nice to have you all here
Thanks.
this morning. A pleasure. And we have about 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks left,
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
May 16th is
May
when this
16th.
is happening. We've been talking about this for many months now.
Yes.
And if you're not involved in a team, there's so many other ways that you can still get involved. But registration has closed. How many teams do we have so far?
So we're at 190. I have a feeling by the end of the week we'll be at 200 because now, of course, that we've closed registration, people are like, oh, I have to run.
I have to.
So we try to accommodate that, and people are still joining their teams. But we're over 1,000 runners now, which is always our goal.
How
so
does that compare to previous years? I'm curious, or is it around the same?
So the first year we had about 400 runners and 80 teams, and that was 6 years ago. And then last year we had about 180 teams and just over 1,000. So we're a little more teams, about the same number of people. I'm thinking we'll end up at about 1,100 when it's all said and done, because
Excellent.
people just keep adding on, and we can have the teams that are bigger than 5 now, so you can have up to 10 on your team. And then people are like, oh, well, now I want 6 people, now I want 7. Oh, I don't want to run 2 legs, I'm going to add another person.
Or I need to drop out, I'm freaked out.
Yes.
Just kidding, no. There's plenty. Well, that's what's nice is that there's different legs you can run and different ways of how difficult that can be for you.
Yes,
so.
yeah, we have some pretty easy legs, and we now, though, we're switching our focus to the fundraising portion.
That is
so
right.
every team can fundraise, and they do, and that's quite a competition between, especially between like the top 20 or 30 fundraising teams. I mean, they go all out. I think last year our top team raised over $23,000. So that was incredibly exciting, and it all comes in the 2 days before. So we're all biting our nails, but it's really exciting. So if you didn't get to register or running's not your thing, and you can always go onto the website and donate to your neighbors running, your teachers running, your colleague is running, and you can donate to their fundraising team, and any amount is welcome. I think the minimum is $10. So
well, I mean, set aside the fact that obviously this money goes to some really wonderful causes. You have people like Skullcandy that have some incredible fundraising prizes. This is, one of the reasons alone why you would want to be involved in it. So let's first talk about this partnership. Hobie, you guys have been with Running with Ed from the beginning. What really inspired you guys to join? Because this obviously has become a huge event here in Park City.
Sure. I mean, I think this is a great one. I mean, you look at so many of the things that we love to support, right? You think about the backbone of so many great communities, and it's education.
Yeah.
Right? And so you look at Running with Ed, what we're able to do with education, I think bring that back to the community and really support our community in a big way. That's something we want to be involved in. So when we combine that giving piece, that's really important. Plus this year we're having a little more fun at one of the aid stations. We're
Bring
going
in the party.
to bring a little bit of a party to an aid station and really make it fun. That's something we want to be involved in the community. So, we're excited to partner with it from the beginning, and we're just ramping it up even more every year.
Excellent. That's so exciting to hear. And that really is a big part of this. You mentioned the party. You guys are at an exchange. Which one will you guys be at?
We are. Lydia, you want to tell about the exchange?
Yeah,
we're at number 3, so we're going to be up at the Olympic Park, and we have music, some games, there's a competition, so really bringing the party this year.
Is this the one after the uphill portion, or at what point is that? Oh my gosh, you're going to have some really excited people up there.
We are.
They're done with that.
We are going to have some excited people. We're bringing the party to the stairs. So the competition is going to be 715 stairs.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The stairs that run along the top, the jumps there.
Okay.
So we're having a cool, this is like the first we're talking about it, this very cool switch. So you ran up to the UOP, and then the next leg you ran up past the bobsleds and then down. So now we're running into the landing field of the jumps. That's the end of leg 3. It actually cuts it a little bit shorter, which people should be excited about. And then you have a choice for leg 4. You can either run up the 715 stairs and be entered into a competition to win a cool Skullcandy item. Or if that is going to make your heart beat too fast, you could take the chairlift. And not many races can say, here's a choice of stairs or chairlift.
I love it.
So, and UOP has made that possible. And Skullcandy, I think they're downplaying. It's going to be a thumping party. I like
like
going to be
that
awesome.
description.
Yes.
We got 750 stairs. We're going fast. we're bringing the music.
You are. Well, let's
motivation.
mention some of the cool stuff that you guys are going to be giving away as part of these prizes and as part of your involvement in Running with Ed. If you guys are part of it, what are some of those things?
We have earbuds, and we're also going to be doing some speakers
Nice.
for the competition. So, bringing that factor, which will be fun.
If you only raise $250 as a team, each team member gets a pair of the 50/50 earbuds,
No
which
kidding.
is a $50 value. So you raise $250, you get $250 back in Skull Candy product, which is awesome. So that's a great thing to be able to give to our participants, and it encourages. We have a lot of teams from the Wasatch Front now, believe it or not. So maybe they're not as excited to raise money for a Park City School District, but they want to get earbuds, and at $250, that's only $50 a person per team to raise.
Right.
So it's a great incentive. We're very, very grateful for that.
That's incredible. And as you mentioned before, Hobie, it makes perfect sense that you guys would be part of Running with Ed. You guys are certainly a leader and an innovator in your field, and that you're headquartered right here in Park City. It really is such a pleasure to have you so involved in the community in the way that you are. Why? And that kind of brings to the forefront, I think, this idea of giving back, of companies giving back. Why do you think that's so vital for private companies to be part of communities in the way that you're demonstrating?
Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, again, when you go, this is the community, this is where we work, this is where we live. You know, one of our mantras that we're bringing back to PC for Skull Candy is born in PC. I mean, this is where we were founded, up on the mountain, right, with that
Right.
spirit of irreverence and creativity and pushing, you know, life at full volume. And so for us, you know, we want to be involved in the community. So we're actually rolling out, as part of Running with Ed, we're also doing what we call buy in PC, stay in PC. So I think it's one of the first times, I've never seen it done by a company that is saying all the proceeds from all sales of our products in Park City, in our home here, get reinvested back in PC. So everything that we sell, if it's at Jan's, if it's at Kohl's, up on the mountain, even in our store at headquarters, we're going to take all those proceeds, we're going to invest them back into organizations like Running with Ed.
That is incredible.
Yeah, we're going to invest
Wow.
in things like we're doing all the audio up at the UOP to support our Olympians here in Park City, support things like Mountain Town Music. So what are the things we can do as a community or as a business in a community? I think one, that really help the community, but two, I think, you know, one of the things that we, you know, I almost say we have a duty to do as a youth culture brand and as a branded company is how do we start a discussion around making our communities better? And I think one of the things we can do, right, that's, hey, it's starting small, it's doing those things that get the ball rolling, is starting the conversation that goes, hey, if we can donate all the proceeds back from where our headquarters is, how does that start the discussion for other companies? You know, how can we help all our local communities? And so for us, we want to get that ball rolling. We want to inspire other companies to think about it. But the great part is we do get to support places like Running with Ed. We get to support our education systems, our Olympians, our trails. So those are the things we get really excited about, you know, and we love this community. Like I say, it's where we were born, it's where we live, and I think it's one of the most unique communities in the world. So,
fantastic.
you know, it's something we just get really excited about.
Yeah, and I like you bring up that point that it's almost an obligation for companies in your position to do that. And because you are so culturally relevant, I mean, you attract the young kids to, you know, the adults, and them seeing that you are doing this, I think is inspiring to those that love your product so much, and maybe those who are getting into it more. So that's fantastic. Lydia, is there anything else you want to add about your guys' involvement, what we can expect? You guys have a team, correct?
We do.
Yeah, can you
We have-
tell me about
We have
them?
a couple teams,
We have
right?
4
Do
teams
you?
this year.
Are you guys
so-
running? Are either of you guys running?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Last night I was just on email, you know, doing email arm wrestling about who
Revving everyone up.
got leg 3 and who got leg 4 because I really want to run the stairs,
Right,
and they were trying
right,
to take
right.
that away from me. So we're on.
Are you guys dressing up? What can we? How many are on your guys' teams total? You guys are these all employees? I'm assuming.
Yes.
They are.
Some of
Yep,
them,
we
yeah.
have all, over 20 employees running, so 4
Excellent.
teams, and we're talking about costumes, and it's getting a little ugly with the competition.
So you got to put this in perspective.
challenging.
This is a big competition because last year we had 2 teams and we started at the same time, right? So every runner was racing against another employee.
Right.
And so after how many miles is it total in Running with Ed?
38.
After 38 miles of just back-to-back Skull Candy, against Skull Candy, I think we finished within 1 minute of each other.
Nice.
And so the battle is on. And I have to admit, it was my team that was behind by 1 minute. And so it sort of raised the stakes a little bit.
So you're like, we're coming back.
So we're coming back.
We're doing a comeback.
This is a little bit of a
Okay.
mission for
right.
first place. So bring
Nice.
the party, raise some money, and a mission for my team to come back to first
All
place.
right, there you go.
So it's a big weekend.
That's pretty exciting. And then let's remind folks that how they can contribute to these teams if they do want to assist with fundraising. How do they do that, Jen?
Absolutely. They can go to runningwithed.com, and there's a fundraising tab and about 8 million links to get you to all the team's fundraising page. Any way possible. But runningwithed.com has everything that you would need to know, and all the fundraising prizes and who's running. There's some great team names out there. My favorite Skull Candy name is the Master Base.
Oh,
Yes,
that is
because
an
it's a
excellent
good
one.
one, a teeny bit almost naughty. We have a lot of almost naughty names this year.
What do you mean?
Almost naughty.
Nothing. I don't mean anything by
He's
that.
like, what's wrong with that one?
But we love that the party is going to be, again, I just keep thinking of this big bass thumping party background. So
Jen
it's
will be
great.
out there dancing, I'm sure, showing us your moves.
I am. I'm
Right?
going to be
Right?
dancing.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. You can go online to Running with Ed. Thank you so much, Hobie and Lydia. Pleasure having you both here. And thank you for what you do for events like this in the community. It's a pleasure to see what's going on with you guys. So.
Always great to be here.
Thank you.
We're in
Thank
a
you.
great community.
Yeah,
Cheers.
absolutely. Thank you so much. You guys will be right
Thanks.
back after this commercial break. When we get back, we're talking with the Sundance Resort, the North Fork Fire Department having a pancake breakfast and ways that you can give back to them. That's after this.